Hello friends! The 620th day of the war between Russia and Ukraine continues. The Ukrainian Armed Forces yesterday attacked the Zaliv shipyard in Kerch. Air Force Commander Oleshchuk confirmed a hit on a Russian missile ship in Kerch. "I confirm," he wrote, commenting on his statement yesterday that the ship could have been hit by a Askold missile. I note that yesterday the attack on the ship was confirmed by the Russian Ministry of Defense. The Russian department says the Ukrainian fired 15 cruise missiles, of which 13 were shot down. One of the missiles that arrived damaged the ship. According to Telegram channel, it could be the small rocket ship Askold, which had not yet been accepted into the fleet and was undergoing testing. The last fact, without mentioning the name of the ship, was confirmed by the Speaker of the Air Force, Ignat. The Russian ship damaged at the Kerch plant has not even taken part in hostilities yet, he said. The ship had not yet even taken any part in the voyages and was undergoing some test work so that later it could go to sea and fight against our state, Ignat said. Already today, the media is publishing a satellite image of the Russian warship Askold, which was damaged yesterday in Kerch by a Ukrainian missile strike. The photo was taken after the attack. It can be seen that the ship is docked in the Zaliv shipyard. The nature of the damage is unclear. The enemy, with the support of aviation, is not abandoning attempts to encircle Avdiivka, the General Staff writes in its report. According to the department's morning data, the Russians unsuccessfully tried to attack about 20 times in the areas of Stepove, Avdiivka, Sieverne and Pervomaiske. Ukrainian military telegram channels write that there are no global changes in this area and the fighting continues with average intensity. The American Institute for the Study of War believes that the Russians are preparing a new massive assault on Avdiivka. This will be the third series of major assault operation, the Institute writes, citing Ukrainian and Russian expert statements. One of the Russian military commanders noted that the Russian troops near Avdiivka were conducting a tactical regrouping. In his opinion, the target of potential offensive operations will be the Avdiivka coke plant. The head of Avdiivka Barabash says the Russian troops would resume assaults when the soil dries out after the recent worsening of the weather. The Ukrainian military telegram channel Deep State writes that over the past few days the situation in the Avdiivka area has not changed. Ukrainian fighters are holding the line and are not allowing the enemy to advance and gain a foothold on the other side of the railway in the area of Stepove and in the Avdiivka coke plant. My robot friend will continue further.
Despite the continued dissemination of information that the enemy has gained a foothold on the other side of the railway and on the territory of the plant, it is not true. Where this information was taken from and from what such conclusions were drawn is unknown. Yes, there were attempts at assaults in order to gain a foothold in the corresponding positions, but the corresponding work was immediately carried out on the Russians, as a result of which the occupiers suffered losses and retreated. The situation remains difficult. The enemy continues to put pressure, first of all, due to superiority in manpower, storming our positions with small groups of infantry. Artillery strikes are carried out, and aviation is also used. The Ukrainian Defense Forces hold out and do not allow the enemy to capture the city, reports Deep State. Meanwhile, Nesmeyanov, a soldier of the combined detachment Lvov of the State Border Service, said that the shells received by Russia from North Korea are very quiet. Soviet shells can be heard, but when this Korean shell flies, you can't even hear it on video. When there is wind in the forest, you won't hear it, he said.
Friends, please support my channel if you like the video I provide, because making video is my full-time job. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.